let's walk through how to add a second level floor to our Keystone building design. And in order to get that started, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to hide this south wall here just so that way we're able to see what we have kind of going on the inside of our building. So as we look at the framing, you're going to see that our floor is going to sit on top of this level 2 framing. And that's actually, we're going to move to level 2. In this particular spot, I'm going to go ahead and grab the floor command here. And I'm going to look for the type, which is going to be the 3 inches lightweight concrete on 2-inch metal deck. This is going to be a good starting place. We're going to have metal decking that has to get put down, especially if we do a composite slab design type floor, which actually ends up being kind of a better choice because it's thinner and will probably weigh less. So I'm going to go ahead and hit edit type. We're going to duplicate this. We'll call this second floor. Note the default thickness is set to 5 inches. As I go into the edit menu, you're going to see the 5 inches is a combined. If I open up the preview, you're going to see the concrete and the mixture of the decking is put together. If I was to change, like if I select the decking and then say it's a standalone deck, you'll see it's going to be then 5 inches of concrete on top of metal decking. Sometimes that's good for roof applications. For this case, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do bound layer above. And from our commercial floor systems activity, we found that actually 4 inches for the thickness is going to be perfect for what application we had of 150 pounds per square foot. I'm going to go ahead and select OK. I'm going to select OK one more time. This time I'm going to draw the floor in. I'm going to grab the rectangle tool and I'm going to start in the upper right hand corner. Now I want to make sure that I grab right here on the corner of where the beam starts. So we're not going to go into the walls. The walls are already there, already been built. So we're going to move down to the bottom left corner. Now this time, the new wall will actually have probably built the floor and then we put the wall on top of it. So I'm actually going to move past to also grab and make sure, because here is my new wall on column line 3. I'm going to go ahead and select down in that corner. So then that way the floor will be underneath this wall and you can see where that's been placed. I'm going to go ahead and select the green check mark. We do not want to attach. You'll see there's 2 walls that get highlighted. So we're not going to attach to those walls. And now you'll see the concrete pattern that has been placed. I'm going to move back to the 3D view. Now you'll see here is our second floor, our concrete floor that's been placed in there. And that way that we can go ahead and show what that looks like for our application. So there is our second floor. We'll be able to kind of notice too that between the floor and the walls where the green roof meet, we're probably going to have to add in some different vertical circulation elements to offset what we've done. But that'll be a pretty easy scenario to kind of add in for later. So I'm going to go back down here to reveal the hidden elements. I can right click on this wall, select unhide in view to bring this back. Select the close reveal hidden elements, and then now we're good to go for any other activities we need to model into our Keystone building.